working on that film that maybe inspired you to want to go into music documentaries?
Well, I had already made a film about Jimi Hendrix, and I was a person who grew up in the 60s, and I loved music. I fancied myself as a Joni Mitchell person, and I played the guitar, and I just bonded and loved musicians when they were playing. So.
And later you did one of my favorite documentaries, Aileen, The Life of a Serial Killer, a very painful and tragic one. What was it about that story that made you really want to tell it?
Well, that's a really long story. Nick Broomfield, who was my partner at the time, had already made a film about Aileen, and 12 years earlier. And she had been in prison on death row all that time. And Nick was subpoenaed. We were in the middle of making another film, Biggie and Tupac, when he was subpoenaed to go testify at her final appeals trial. And we just thought, well, let's shoot. And we got permission from the judge. It was the first film that I had shot on digital. I had a tiny little camera. We went into the courtroom. We heard the testimony of all of her childhood friends and what a tragic life she'd had. And we thought, well, we just got to make this film. So we just started, and we didn't have any money at that point, but it just seemed like we had to follow that story. So.
Now, you're teaching. What advice do you give for students who want to break into the documentary filmmaking?
Oh, God, at this point, I think it's pretty bad. I think what's happening right now is basically the streamers have co-opted what's going on, and they're really only interested in celebrity, sports, true crime, and about 6 or 7 production companies get most of the work, and it's given to mostly men. And I think, given that Amazon is giving Melania Trump $40 million so she can be an EP on a film about herself. I mean, I hope the independent filmmakers can survive, but it's very, very, very tough right now.
Let's hope with the new camera technology that just affords the opportunity of people to make movies like you did on Aileen is probably the best hope for the independent.
And that is great, yeah. The fact that you can literally put in a backpack everything you need to shoot a film and edit, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. So, yeah, I encourage everybody to do it if they have that passion.